Jeez, there's a lot of people in here. I can't wait to see what's going to entertain us. Wow. Well, thank you for welcoming me. I'm a little bit. I have a little bit of stage fright. Damn. Excuse my cursing. Thank you very much. And I'm glad to have even been invited to Salt Lake City to this convention. It is really nice. Give it up for the convention folks. They really put on a nice show here. It's really classy. Really classy. Sometimes I can be a little seedy, I'll tell you the truth. Not here though. You know, it's sort of like the back of a van. People are unloading, you know, dirty toys to sell. That's not this one. That's not this one. I met a lot of Firefly fans. I met some new fans. That's what's always great about this. It's, we're on a hiatus right now for Firefly. I think that's the way. Just think of it as a hiatus. But I've met a lot of new fans who've just come across the show or been forced to watch it by a good friend of theirs in the last couple of years. So you know, it's always amazing and great to meet younger people who were 1 year old while the show was on the air, and now they love it and think it's awful that Wash died. Spoiler alert! Wash dies. No! I think Nathan Fillion says it best when he says, "Still funny." It was pretty funny, and it's in. I mean, you actually get a chance to see it because Joss put it on one of the DVDs when he was, and it was. I think it was my first day working on Serenity, where he says, "All right, we're gonna get out of here. Get some rope," and he starts telling everybody what to do. And I complained. I was like, "He never tells me what to do. He doesn't give me anything to do." And so he went off course, and then he started telling everybody to do crazy things like get that dead kid and put him on the ship as a hood ornament. He's a friend, we should respect him. Give him a place of honor, I think he says. Yeah, and then I forget what he told me to do, but you know, there were never really any pranks. He did do something where he put my picture all over. I came on set and suddenly there were all these pictures of me from childhood that I didn't remember. Like, why did he have them? It was definitely Nathan. Immediately I'm like, this is Nathan. But how in the world did he get these pictures? And then I realized the one continuity in the pictures was my neighbors next door. And they had given me, I was staying at his house at one time, and I'd gotten in the mail, they had sent me a calendar with all these pictures from my childhood, my brothers and my sister. And I left it there. So I basically looked at it once, and wow, that's cool, and then he went, whoop, and took it. I can use this. I can use this at some point. I'll bide my time. And then like a year or two later, came out with that. Like it was completely forgotten. Making some shit. I found this in a drawer. It's like an old tape recorder. Nice meeting you. Thank you so much for your question. All right. There you go. There we go. Perfect. Hello. What's your name?
I'm Benji.
Benji?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Alan. Nice to meet you. Would you like to ask me a question first?
Yes, I would.
Okay. What's up?
Okay. So how did you feel when you found out that you were going to play the Duke of Wesselton from Frozen?
Thank you very much, Benji. I felt good. Well, I didn't know what the role was. because the way that they do it, they when Disney makes a big movie like Frozen, in some of the smaller characters like Wesselton, they're reorganizing all the time. So there's characters that came and went, and I was initially this guy who was he was sort of their butler type guy. And he talked like this, and he was sort of, I don't remember how he talked. He was English, and he liked cheese. And he ate something called maggot cheese. Maggot cheese. It exists. I looked up on the internet, they make it in like Peru or something, and it's disgusting. It's and they flies and they make it on purpose. Anyway.
Ew.
Yeah, and they eat it. And yeah, right. That is very gross. I didn't see it personally, but it was gross to look at because they eat the cheese and then they excrete the cheese, and then it's a constant.
Ew, gross. Oh, that's nasty.
I thought I was the only one who did that, but worms are all about it too. So when I was him, and then I came to work, and they're like, "You're not him anymore. You're this other guy." And then he just kept getting bigger. He got bigger because he became sort of the villain until you found out who the real villain was. So I got really excited that he got bigger, and really had fun with the dance. They would just let you kind of go and just mouth off and say whatever you wanted to, and that's where that chicken with the face like a monkey. So that was great, and it was a blast, and I can't believe how popular it is. So great, it's so great. So many people like it. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let me think. What is your favorite thing to eat and your least favorite thing to eat?
Let's see. You know, that's a hard one. My favorite thing to eat is mostly pasta.
That's your
I love
favorite thing to eat? Pasta. Nice, good choice, good choice. And your least favorite thing to eat?
Non-edible food.
What do you classify as it's like broccoli a non-edible food?
No, actually, I love broccoli.
You like broccoli. Spinach?
I love spinach.
Well, this is good. Kale? Have you ever had that?
I love kale.
What's an example of non-edible food? Plastic food?
Cheese.
No. I'm talking about like the stuff that my brother eats. He eats stuff like worms.
One of those maggot worms, because that's
Full circle. Full circle.
Let me give you something. Here's some old sunglasses. I bought these while I was doing iRobot, and I put them on for Bridget Moynihan. She's like, "Let me see your new glasses," and I put them on. She goes, "Oh no, those don't fit your face. They look terrible." And I really never wore them because of that. When a pretty girl tells you, no. So I just sort of used them as eye shields when I'm cutting things on a saw. Wait, you should put them on.
Yeah.
What do you think? They're Prada. Ooh. There you go, Benji.
And this world
And we
calls
shall call it this
this
land.
land.
You shall call it your grave. Ah, curse your sudden but inevitable trail. Mine is an evil laugh. Now die!
I borrowed them from.
There we go. Okay. Well, you can give them back and say that I did my best. There you go. All right. What is your favorite piece of clothing and why? Like Like, what's your favorite article? Do you not have a favorite article of
Well,
clothing?
like of my clothing or of clothing in general?
No, of your clothing. You're like, oh, that's my favorite, that's my lucky, that's my...
Well, I would say Fez, but this belongs to my brother. So,
I had a sombrero that did not belong to me that was my favorite for a long time. I wore that thing a lot. Too much.
well, can I count jewelry?
Yep.
Because I actually have a samulet, like...
What's a samulet?
It's the amulet that Dean Winchester wears in Supernatural.
Nice.
That's my favorite, like, especially today, because tomorrow I'm going to cosplay as him, so...
How cool. Well, thank you very much. Oh, wait, I gotta give you some shit. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is the Nautica Malibu Triathlon. They gave this to me. Thank you for racing with us in Malibu, blah, 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 blah. There's a couple of pictures of me looking very winded. There's Jeremy Sisto, that was cool. Look how winded I am. A little swollen. And anyway, here you go. I'll sign me. And there's that guy. Look at that. He's crazy. He's too attractive as a person.